Alright, welcome back to PowerWash Simulator once again. I thought I was done with this for a while, but I'd forgotten that there was a new DLC coming out very soon. So we're entering into the distant future, far future if you prefer, to help cleanse the equipments of the Imperium, apparently. I don't know much about the 40k universe, really. I kind of wish they sorted these inversely so the new ones came to the top, but either way. I don't know why Back to the Future says that I haven't done the time machine. Oh, it's because I restarted it, that's right. Anyway. Time to get started. Cleaning rights as a tech priest of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Filth is temporary, honor is forever. Brilliant. Blessing of the machine right initiated. Induction. Tech priest, I am your superior, Magos Pertinax Pius. It is to be your sacred duty to cleanse the Imperium's illustrious machines, to appease their machine spirit and remove any lingering befoulments. To this end, you are to be stationed at Forge Temple 48759, under the supervision of Engine Seer Tyros 656, and allocated a Mark II Aqua Sanctica Aquabus. Order, your first assignment, a mighty Ultra Marines Land Raider of the Adeptus Astartes awaits your attention. I remain skeptical that a relative novice such as yourself should perform rites on such a venerable vehicle. I am reminded of the words of Archmagos Fulcanus, the iron once forged becomes the sword. Let us hope that this applies to you. All very dramatic. So I don't know a huge amount of the 40k lore and everything. I know the basics. But I definitely appreciate just how over the top everything is. It's just all so grandiose. I mean, look at the setting. It's absurd. And just the amount of thought that people put into it just to amp it up. Our little footstool is a little, like, spider droid thing. That's cool. Nice. We do have a ladder, which is probably suitably grunged up as well. Yep. Lovely. Well, I don't know what this stuff is. Battle damage. Redacted residue. Fantastic. I'm gonna be interested to see where this, like, story goes. Until subdivision of the vehicle schematic has been sent to your optic systems. I can't tell if the nozzles are normal, stubby gun, short, long, and extra long. Okay. Work systematically through localized containments. It is the same, yep. They just look different. I do appreciate the lengths I've gone to. Let's clean one thing after another, basically. Analysis of detritus may provide vital data on adversarial capabilities. See if I can get away with using just the green. So surveyor dish, all dirt compositions will be screened and logged, as is tradition. There's the first ding. Surprised they didn't make it a more dramatic noise. Dong. Just have it reverb slightly. Down pitch reverb. Hunter Killer Missile Launcher. Brilliant. I was more into the Mech Warrior sort of universe. Even that, not like into to the point of the tabletop gaming or anything like that. But I had some of the books, and I played like Mech Warrior 2 back in the day. Had the games. Mech Warrior 4 I played more of when it came out. It kind of seemed almost like 40k light. It wasn't quite as absurd in terms of all of the things. It kind of delved into a little bit with like the different families and stuff, but Civilization was a little bit more normal. I don't even know how normal people are meant to live in the world of 40k. I don't think they really do. It's like Civilization's either extinct or somewhere else, and the main galaxy's just been left to the scraps. Who knows? Green's getting through it and it isn't quite as intrusive a noise as the yellow, so there's that. It is struggling a little bit on some of this dirt, though. If in doubt, the yellow will get through it. These smoke launchers. Alright. I don't quite know what you'd use a smoke launcher for. I guess just to camouflage your position. Is that something you need to do? I feel something this size is going to be noisy enough that someone's going to tell where you are regardless. Lets your ground troops kind of advance, I suppose. Engine, grill, is that all? Yeah, it's all the same thing, okay. Need to find some suitably moody music to go over any time-lapse sections. Without any other music going, it sounds very loud. I almost feel they needed to add a bit of an echo effect for how we're in such a large hall. For a bit of dramatic effect. I want to clean this top armor bit off. Not sure if I'm getting all of the nooks and crannies. Oh, it extends around as well? Huh? Outer track armor. There's not really a division here, but it's making a distinction along that point. That's a bit odd. Because that looks to be the same plate on top. But no, apparently this is over the outer track. We have been granted the ability to hover in midair over this point. The hidden technique of pixel walking. So this is the top armor here. Don't know what I'm missing on top armor. But apparently something. There we go. Not too keen on the idea of just tabbing around just at this point. That's more something to do later. Guidance. Complete your work, Tech Priest. That's what I'm doing. No residue from the redacted profane of redacted identity unconfirmed can be allowed to linger on the Ultramarines, a land raider. Okay. There's a lot of redacteds going on. I just noticed the scaffolding. That's cool. I don't really need it, but I mean, there's no way I'd be able to clean all of this without stepping on it, so... Oh, nice. They're individual things. I did not expect that. How gracious of you, Texir. Engine seer, or whatever it was. Oh, the sigil is clean. Okay. These engine grills, I'm guessing I have to clean looking this way as well. I was looking down on them before. Still not done? Huh? Oh. Okay. There we are. Oh, it did both. I did not realize they were linked. That seemed weird. Thought they'd be independent. This thing is bigger than you realize when you're actually down on the bottom. Down the floor. Bloody awkward angles. Wonder if there'll be anything with bits that I can actuate, like there was for the Midgar pack for, was it the Scorpion, I think, had bits that you could raise and lower its arms or something, and then the Buster you could do stuff with its rear guns and things. Some interactables, that was kind of cool. Oh, okay, I mean pipe. Did not realize that was going to be a thing. We're going to have to look down on that engine armor again. Above. Also get it underneath, I suspect. I'm not going to get corrupted by being too near any of this gunk, am I? This redacted residue. We're going to have to shoot that from on top. Or not. Never mind. Seems I'm better at my job than I realized. It's not a normal feeling. Toe ring. Okay. What about that isn't clean? Do I have to get right in behind? Apparently. Found some other bits of music to add to my playlist for this. Things suitably dark. This is from the game Equinox, which is not a game many people probably know of. That made a satisfying noise. I'd hoped that that would clean some bits. Okay, maybe we just need to step this up. At least have a short extension. But I don't know what's not clean yet on that. I'm not seeing anything like tick down as I get to it either. And the crevice. And then behind. There we go. Rear armor. But that is not... Ah, there we go. Not including the skid plate. The skid plate is apparently separate. A little bit surprised they don't have it lifted up for me to be able to clean underneath it. Working our way through. What else more is there on the skid plate? Need to do a bit more thorough job on this angle, do I? It's inner track armor. there's the tracks. Which have interesting designs on them. Have lots of really annoying little bits in between as well that I don't know whether or not it's going to make me clean thoroughly, but probably. So what am I missing on this skid plate then? Oh yeah, just bits in the crevices. And I can see I haven't done enough on the tracks as well. There we go. Just have to be more thorough. Engine pipe, yeah, there we go, that's all of them done now. I think that's everything in the back. Presumably the track was also the front section, even though it looks separate. I assume it's going to be linked. Yeah, I can see bits in the gaps. Annoying little bits sticking out. It's all in bits embossed. Didn't actually look to see what achievements there are for these levels. Presumably there would just be ones for completing them, but I bet there's like complete X first or whatever. So I'm probably gonna have to do it again. As long as it's a complete first and not a complete last that I've missed. I should probably check. That is an interesting place to put your gun. Feels like you'll be very vulnerable in front. Oh, 40% already. Mint ritual fervor, a brief account of the Land Raiders' recent deployment will be forthcoming. Oh, excellent. Get to hear some exploits. How much of it is redacted? How much do we actually get to hear? Great if you just want to shoot things straight in front of you. Better hope they don't go around the side. Or turn. Okay, so it said account of its exploits will be forthcoming. I assume that means I have to wait until 60%. Like at 40% they gave me just that message and that's it. What a waste. Gonna have to get up on top again, I think, to clean a lot of the stuff. Hatch is still not cleaned. Oh, there's probably top bits on each of these rungs. There's more track bits again. You could say we're on track. Do I have to get really low? Hopefully not. I might not even need to get like that low on it. That'd be a case of the main track section is actually all the front here now. Outer track armor, there's quite a lot to have to do. I'm just gonna have to jump up on top of it again, I'm sure. Salt hatch ramp. Oh, so they have like people inside, so it acts like a... I did call it a land raider, didn't they? So it's like a landing craft. Like an APC, I guess, but the hatch is at the front instead of the back for some reason. Normally you have the hatch at the back, so that way people can unload without being right into the line of fire, but I guess that's kind of not the point of this sort of setting. We'll take the extension off again now. Right in here amongst it for all the bits of track. Gee, I shouldn't get too picky on it straight away because there's still quite a bit showing up needing to be cleaned. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, there we go. Didn't have to get too up into his face. Still, it's in the track armor again. Just be the seam here. Data recording pilots. Mission debrief. On our way to reinforce the fleet, Secundus heard averted to a distress signal from the planet. Withheld. Strategic estimate B785. Wonder if any of these designations mean anything to any big fans of the series, or whether or not it's just gobbledygook. Here at Forces Station, they claimed they had detected the presence of a restricted artifact H-class before encountering the redacted heretical. The value of a redacted classified item could be of extreme significance. There's a bunch of stuff that we're not allowed to know about. I forgot this stuff had lurks, but it's called Cloud of Terror, so it's fairly appropriate for this sort of thing. Hopefully it's not copyrighted music. I have no idea if it would be or not. It's from an old game. I feel very few people even know about, but I mean, they might have licensed the music. What am I missing? How to track armor. But what? Probably going to be these bits in here, isn't it? We do have a turbo nozzle. Okay, let's just turbo each of these bits here. Should dig out the Unreal Tournament soundtrack, actually. That would be alright. Okay, what am I missing? More stuff on these. Still. Even the turbo couldn't get them properly. Bloody hell. This redacted residue is really on there. And it's more that it's, there we go, expecting me to get all of that. That's the annoying thing. Now, what's missing on this hatch? A little bit on the side of the steps, apparently. Okay, that's that half done. Just working our way across now. Alright, let's do the other smoke cannon, I guess. Filtration system. I mean, it's just the vents, really. It's not the whole system. Heavy bolter armor. Nice. A heavy bolter sounds like a lot of fun. To appreciate that their chief weapon is basically just a giant nail gun. Lip of that. Do a can of the headlights while we're here. Should be able to get those done. There we go. Ah, fell down again. Cupola hatch. It's a fancy term for entrance hatch. Not really a cupola. It's flat. I always thought a cupola should be domed. What do I know? I don't have to understand it, I just have to clean it. So if I could just do that, that would be nice. What's still missing? Is it like little bits underneath? Do I have to like get right down? Oh yeah, there's an underneath bit. A bit hard to clean around the underside of this, around the back. Oh, more sigils. They have a lot of sigils. But I guess that's kind of their thing. External monitor. It's called a camera, guys. No need to overdo it. At least we're getting things like the hinges and stuff. That's good. Now, this bolter, there's a lot more to clean. There's the well, there's the base. The armor is still not done. It'll be the underside, looks like. Yep, there we go. Yeah, just got to do the insides of each of them, I guess. Yep, there we go. Okay. Didn't have to worry. Thought it was going to be harder than that. Oh, a little bit of extra frame. Let's leave the insignia till last. How's that? That feels feels right. Feels appropriate. Is it even a separate thing? Yeah, Aquila and plaque. Can off the tracks. There we go. Now, need to get this frame bit done. Yep. That's the bit that I managed to do on the other side already. Okay. Now the ramp. Hey, men German, welcome, welcome. How's it going? It's going alright. We're just washing some tanks, as you do. Just a little bit of Power Simulator 40k crossover, as you expect. At the same time, the most unexpected but unsurprising expansion or DLC announcement ever. What am I missing on this ramp? Something down the bottom here, I suspect. Something up the sides? There we go, underneath the teeth. Fair enough. Ding. Still think they should have made the ding sound slightly different. A bit more ominous. Ah, the track I'll need to finish off at the back, that's right. Haven't done the rear part of this yet. Now I know from the other side that I need to be really thorough on these annoying little kind of knob bits. Really polish their knobs. When did I get that microphone? A long time ago. I cannot remember. I have been using it for a while. I switched from a headset probably a couple of years ago now. Feels it's been a hot minute. Probably after I moved to this house, so that narrows it down slightly. Data recording. Pilot arrived on withheld strategic estimate of B5785. B785. Found ourselves overrun by redacted heretical. Now we were close enough to detect the presence of the restricted artifact H-class. Right. Don't know what their class system is based on, but I mean H is quite a ways down there. Fortunately, those before us were wise enough to encase it within an restricted technology, X402. A box. They put it in a box. You can just say it. It was a cardboard box. We had this left over from our grocery deliveries. It was clear we must return in greater numbers before the restricted artifact H-class is damaged or lost to the redacted heretical. feel like I'm only getting half of this conversation. Debrief complete. Okay, well that was enlightening in that it raised more questions than answers. Thanks? Anyway, it's like years ago. Yeah, I don't know. It was definitely a couple of years ago, yeah. Love the voice. I think I know why people don't come to watch. Probably because it's boring. You know, streaming popular games might do the trick. Why would I want to do that? Meh. I'd much rather stream what I enjoy playing. I'm here for the chill vibes and the laid-back experience. There's plenty of other people to just stream whatever's latest and greatest. Most popular games I don't really like, so I either don't like them or they're not really the right sort of games I'd feel like for streaming anyway. I don't know. Depends what you have in mind. I mean, I'm always open to suggestions, but I'm always likely to just say no if it's something I don't like. I mean, I did start playing Persona 3 Reload recently, which I know is relatively popular, but I haven't got back to that yet. So, you know. Which one do you hate the most? I don't really hate games either, really. It's just it'll just be not my jam, generally. I know what I'm either A, good at, or B, just enjoy. Just kind of stick to that. I mean, some games that I play casually and not want to stream them. I've been playing a bunch of Forza Horizon 5 recently, and 4, but chiefly 5. I've just been jamming that and grinding some accolades just to level up myself in game, just for the fun of it. I say for the fun of it, sometimes it's really frustrating and I'd rather not stream that. I also just like chip away at that randomly. I don't really dedicate large amounts of time to it. I like jump in, do some races, leave it. It's usually just after work, so it's not really suitable for streaming. I could record it. I have debated that, just recording some sessions for the fun of it and just chuck them on YouTube, see if anyone's interested. There's a little bit more going on than the truck sim ones, but people can criticize my lack of driving skill in a different format than big rigs. I generally avoid shooter games these days. I did used to play a little bit of mostly COD Zombies because it was just single player, but I find my hands get way too sore way too quickly. Like even this is, I mean, it's kind of a first person shooter, but at least I can just right click and let it just auto spray. So I'm not having to worry about quick reaction times and stuff like that. So yeah, otherwise I was finding I was just getting like cramp and stuff. I have issues with my hands, so, and I type for a living, so I can't really jeopardize my hand health that I need for paid work and recreation, much as I'd dearly love to. Did I try it below zero? I did. I played through it on stream, casually. I have not really revisited it. I did bingo on it a couple of times. I think a couple of times, at least one time. I don't know. I played around with a couple of things. I still haven't actually submitted a proper speedrun to the BZ boards, which I really should get around to doing at some point, but it hasn't inspired me. It didn't capture me like the original did, to say the least. There's too much going on in it that was just kind of annoying. The fact that you just move slower is a pain. The fact the character actually has a voice and everything is just kind of eh. Like, I get it from the standpoint of a story-based game. Fair enough. You know, I respect they wanted to take that direction, but I'm less likely to want to speedrun those sorts of games. So, simple as that. What sort of missing on this still? Armor. Yeah, there's a playlist on YouTube of my casual gameplay of that. So, encountered a couple of funky bugs, fell through the planet, like fell through the earth, and landed in the water a couple of times that I didn't expect to, so that's always good. Ah, the swivel, that's right, because it's armoured from in front. Handwork, you say? No, not that sort of handwork. More NPC-related things, yeah, which is fine. Like, I don't mind it necessarily, but... like, the glitched run of that is absurd, and the glitchless run of it is kind of... I don't know, you're basically one step from drowning most of the time, which I don't really appreciate. It's a bit more anxiety-inducing. It's less relaxing. I don't know, the speed run of the first game felt a lot more chill. Oh, what am I missing? Oh, it's the hatch again. I must have been looking straight past this and saw the hatch, and that's what I was actually missing. Can I climb that? No. Okay, well. There we go. Do the tops of these bits here, probably. Tops and sides. That was the problem on the other side. Just edges in general, probably. Just got to edge it more. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So what are we missing now? Track. In this case of, is it from here? Is it from the front? Is it from the back? Probably just need to be a bit more stringent on the front of it like this or something. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so 99%. Oh, there's the stuff on the front that I was specifically leaving till last. And there's 3 of those, looks like. The salt hatch, the aquila, and the plaque. But I don't have a shopping list yet, so that means I've missed... ah, the smoke launcher. I just didn't get the inside of one of the barrels. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And that means that this is all that remains. Can we get all of this, please? Oh, it's got a top to it. It is stuck on, essentially. Why are you not clean yet? Come on, there we go. Okay. The hatch itself probably won't clean until I've done this. Have I done, like, the top bit, like that? Have I done the sides? Up here? How about over here? Yep, okay. Because it doesn't look like it's that... oh, there we go. I was hoping to leave the aquila till last, that's because it amuses me. Now I've got to get all the right angles on this too. I've got to go from here now. There we go, job complete. Courage and honor, complete the Land Raider job. Excellent, there's probably some other achievement that I missed on this. I probably had to clean the las cannons first, or I probably had to clean those first, or like all of the sigils or something first. Who knows? We'll take a look on Steam later. But for now, let's check the time-lapse. Zoom, 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 zoom. And then I disappear for a while, as it's not the side that's... I finished with the side that's featured last, at least, so there's that. I guess that made sense. Canticle complete. Tech Priest, your efficacy in this blessed task has exceeded chronological metrics. I feel the motive force of the venerable vehicle resonate. The Omnissiah has indeed brought us a worthy adept. I shall see to it that Tyro 656 reserves only the most glorious and arduous benedictions for your attention. In the meantime, it would be prescient to reflect on the further reduction of your biologica to increase your efficacy further. That's right, they like replace bits of themselves with technology or something, isn't it? That's kind of the whole point of the Tech Priest stuff, I guess. Random. Anyway, moving on. Cool. I'm just going to take a quick break and look on Steam about the achievements and see whether or not it gives the description for them, because I want to see what I'm missing so I know what to do in the first place. So there's one for completing each of the job, Okay, yeah, in the Land Raider job, complete the Ultramarines 2 plaque first. The thing that I left until last, basically.